Guys, what's going on, and welcome back to the channel. Today I will be going down my list of my top 10 favorite action figures to release in the year of 2023. As you can see here, I have my honorable mentions. These are just figures I really liked but didn't crack the top 10. We have the three Joes being Shipwreck, Rock and Roll, and Chuckles. SH Figuarts, Gwen, and Miles. I love those figures. They just barely didn't crack it. And then the Hot Toys Tom Holland. This figure didn't make the list because I felt it unfair to put a Hot Toys up there, you know? It didn't feel right in my book. But other than that, these are all amazing toys and figures that you should pick up. That, and I didn't actually know if Tom Holland's released this year or not, so honorable mention. And with that all out of the way, let's actually get into my top 10 favorite action figures of 2023. Coming in our number 10 spot, we have the Indiana Jones Adventure Series, Indiana Jones from Cairo. This figure was honestly great. Yeah, it was a little expensive at $33, but with all the accessories it came with, including the monkey, this was a figure I just had to put on. And yeah, I know it's maybe not articulation-wise the same as G.I. Joe. It's not a Hot Toys or Figuarts, but what it is a character I've wanted representation of on the shelf for so long, and in this outfit, it looks beautiful. The accessories are great. I just couldn't not have him on my top 10 figures for the year. And in the number 9 spot, we have NECA Toys Casey Jones. Now, of course, this is based off his comic appearance from the Mirage books, and it fits so perfectly. The cell shading they did on this guy, it comes through so nicely. It's so clean compared to, how Hasbro has done cell shading in the past. It's great. I love it. I couldn't ask for a better Casey Jones. He came with so many great accessories as well. The unmasked head. Of course, I don't have any of that on me. I'm just having the figures posed as they were on a shelf. But these are amazing toys. You won't be seeing the turtles on this list because, well, I couldn't get them this year, but I did get Casey. And I realized I forgot to put him in the honorable mentions, but I did pick up Shredder. So these are both great figures. Shredder probably would take this place if it wasn't for the beat up look he has. And I know it's so they didn't re-release a Comic-Con exclusive, but we're talking about Casey. Great figure, great sculpting, amazing, I shouldn't say amazing articulation, but pretty good articulation. And yeah, with all that said, let's move on to our number 8 spot. And in our number 8 spot, we have Sasuke from SH Figuarts. This figure, honestly, I got him recently, and he's so good. The articulation is very clean, and he's truthfully one of my favorite characters from the show. Yuri Lowenthal's voice acting is so great. And yes, it's probably part of the reason he's my favorite, but that doesn't matter. Shredder just fell over. Comes with so many accessories, and I decided to try and show off 2 of them here. If you want to see a review on this guy in the future, tell me in the comments, because I have so many great things I could say about him. But with all the extra hands, accessories, and amazing ways to pose him, and again, being one of my favorite characters from the show, he just had to make my top 10 list for the year of 2023. And in our number 7 spot, we have the Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man, again from SH Figuarts. This is a great figure, and I am a sucker for nostalgia, and Tobey Maguire, well, that's how I was introduced to Spider-Man, so this was a must-have. Same with the Marvel Legends, but this clearly was outshining it, With the alternate heads, extra hands, all the web accessories. And one thing I didn't bring up in I don't think I brought up in my video, but depending on the lighting, it's like if I shut my light off and turn on, he can look almost completely different. Like the tones on him are so much darker than if I have my light didn't turn on. This time, give it a second. There it goes. So yeah, it's amazing what a difference in lighting can do to one figure. And truthfully, if it weren't for these elbows, I would have placed him higher. But every time I get a look at that, it bugs me. And my camera's not in focus. Let me get the light back. Come on. Focus. There we are. So yeah, those elbows are really what brought it down for me, and I know that shouldn't, but oh, it bugged me so much I couldn't put him higher. But there are also just so many good figures to release this year. And coming in the number 6 spot, we have the Mafex Nightwing from their Batman Hush line. And I'm not gonna lie, when I first got this guy, I thought he would be my number 1 figure of the year. He is that good, but there were just so many others that either some may have some recency bias, but for the most part, there were just so many good figures to release this year. He got moved down to number 6. The articulation on this guy is great. He has so much. He comes with all of his different baton accessories. Of course, you can replace the back, but I love this look. And Nightwing is one of my personal favorite DC characters. And since I'm not a huge McFarlane guy, Mafex was my only way to go, and they knocked it out of the park. The hair, the angry face, everything about this guy is great, and you should go watch my review on him, because it took me a while to do that one, and no one watched it. So please, if you're seeing this, go watch that video. I don't normally try to promote like this, but please, guys. It's a review talking about one of my favorite figures of the year, and no one watched it, so I am a little disappointed. But if you go check that out, it would make my year, honestly. And in our number 5 spot, we have a bit of a different choice. The NECA Splinter. This is a figure that just kind of hit everything for me. So yes, he's much shorter than Casey. I'll put him next to him so you can really see. Look at that. He's so short. But to make up for that, and so they could keep their price range the same, they gave us all of these other accessories. We got a Mouser, which is over half Splinter's height. We got an Utrom tea kettle. I don't know why I'm blanking on the names. A teapot, a cup, a little normal Splinter from back when he was a rat, the 4 turtles, and a canister of ooze to put them all next to. And then Splinter himself has a bendy wire tail on the back, so you can articulate it, move it kind of however you like. Has so like I'm tripping over my words. Sorry. Has such a great range of motion for, cloth goods as far as that will go. And that's the other thing. Cloth goods. Oh my gosh. I am a sucker for them, and you will see that as we go up the list, or really when we get to the top few spots of the list, you will really notice this. But yeah, it's such a great figure with great articulation, and plus all of these, he also comes with 2 more sets of hands. With all of that, I don't know how I could not put him within the top 5 figures of the year. And at our number 4 spot, we have Kakashi from the SH Figuarts Naruto Shippuden line. I think that's how you say it. I haven't seen this far into the show, but I have been watching through the first few seasons of Naruto, and Kakashi is one of my favorite characters, just like Sasuke, but Kakashi's probably my number 1. This one comes with so many accessories. Of course, there's the 1,000 Years of Death symbol that he does. It's great. Has such good range of articulation, and while there are, of course, flaws with any Figuarts, to have this guy on the shelf with good range of motion so I can really get him in whatever pose I want, it's amazing. I don't know how I couldn't put this guy, and I keep saying that, I don't know how I couldn't put them up here, but I'm being serious. This was a figure that I opened up and immediately knew was going to make it into my top 5 for the year. And coming in our number 3 spot, yeah, we're in the top 3 finally. We have the amazing Yamaguchi Reverse Flash with all of his extra lightning effects and abilities to have him running. I still haven't posted up like I did in my review, but it's great. And truthfully, I probably would have put Barry here instead of Eobard if it weren't for the fact Barry's earpiece keeps popping off. And a lot of you guys did see this review, so I'm not worried about you not knowing what I'm talking about. This is one of my favorite figures. I honestly contemplated putting it in the top, number 1 spot. And truthfully, this one and number 2 are kind of interchangeable. And they were both fighting for 1 until a few days ago when I did get my number 1 figure. But yes, this is great. All the lightning effects, the amazing articulation that just comes with amazing Yamaguchi figures and Revel Tech. It's great. It's amazing. And I know I keep saying all this, but even the eyes, look at that. You can kind of pose him wherever, and he always somewhat looks like he's looking at you. I know that doesn't make a lot of sense, because if you get too far, it doesn't, but still, it looks great. Comes with so many alternate faces, and stands out on a shelf like there's no tomorrow. I want to gush over this figure, but I do also want you guys to go look at the reviews I made for some of these guys, and this was one of them. So if you haven't seen that, and if you have, go watch it, or go watch it again, because I want more views, please. And another figure in the number 2 spot that really didn't do too good on the review. So if you haven't seen it, when you're done watching this, go check that out, because this is a great figure. Has so many accessories, and like I said earlier, cloth goods, I'm just such a sucker for them, especially on Superman. I feel it brings this character to life. And like I said, alternate hands. So many accessories you can put him up with. There were some things, that weird plant thing, which I don't remember what it's from anymore, but in the comments, I think I pinned it. There is a comment that talks about it. But yes, this is one of my favorite figures, and honestly, until a few days ago, he was going to be my number 1 figure of the year. The muscles are great. You can really get him in any way you like, because the material they use here isn't so tight like it is on a Hot Toys, that it restricts movement, and it allows for a pretty good range of, stance, putting him up. The light up head, though, and I showed that in the review, oh my gosh, it does such a good job at making him look mad. It's so great. Gosh dang, though, if this next figure I'm about to show, did not come out, this man would have made my number 1 spot. In our number 1 spot, what was my best figure of the year? Of course, it had to be Hasbro's Starlord from their 3¾ inch line. I found this guy while Christmas shopping, just days before Christmas, and oh my, I had to pick him up. He's so good. Look at all the motion you can get out of him. Kicks up. Oh, it's great. 3¾ inch is the scale all action figures should be in, and I'm fucking with you guys. The actual number 1 figure of the year is so big, I have to pick up my camera so I can actually show him off, and it is the 4 Horsemen figure Obscura, Headless Horseman. Oh my gosh. Oh, I just hit my table. Everything about this guy is perfect for me. All the accessories. He comes with technically 3 alternate heads. He has an extra hand that goes here that you can use to hold it up. And if I remember, I'm going to put some photos in of me just posing him up on my desk. His backdrop is his box comes with a backdrop you can display him up with. This is great. I love this figure so much. I can't think of a better one to release this year. There are my top 10 figures of 2023. If you did enjoy, comment down below. What are your top 10 figures? Hit the like button, subscribe, do all those amazing things. And again, tell me what your favorite figures were. Did any of yours make my list? Did any of mine make yours? Comment your top 10 down below, or top 20 if you need to go that far. I just want to hear from you guys. This is such a fun list for me to do every year, and honestly, it's my favorite one. I know I hadn't uploaded every day like I said I would, but some things came up in my personal life that just stopped it. I'm sure you guys will understand. I hope you do. But yeah, top 10 Marvel Legends of the year come out tomorrow, hopefully. I don't want to promise it, but it should come out tomorrow with any luck. And yeah, with all that said and out of the way, thank you guys for watching. I hope you did enjoy, and I will catch you all tomorrow in the new year.